Hey, what is up, everybody? I'm Will, and we are here with the ARCS showcase today. Third stream today. I've already done a game stream and the Capcom showcase stream, so now we are here on this one. ARC System Works is a mainly, is it exclusively a fighting game company? Mostly a fighting game company, at least that's what I know it for. That does that awesome as close to anime in 3D you can get style of art. They did Dragon Ball Fighters, they do Blaze Blue, Guilty Gear, and so today they're going to be doing a showcase. I can't wait to see what they have. I'm on the fence of whether or not they'll actually show the Marvel game. If anything, they'll just show a repeat trailer, but I'd love to see, like, I don't know, more breakdown of that, of like, okay, is there a story with it or anything, or what that's going to be like, because apparently Dragon Ball Fighters, there was quite a bit of story for that. So will there be that in the Marvel game? Will they reveal more characters? um they released a statement earlier talking about what they're going to be, well, not what they're going to be talking about, but like some of the things to expect, and they basically said that there's games that they are creating and publishing, as well as some games that they are just working on and like creating but not publishing. So at the very least, there's going to be 3 games here at the bare minimum, because they said games plural when it came to games that they make and release, and then they also said games for what they make but don't publish personally, because Arc does make a few games that they do not actually publish themselves but go through other companies to publish it. So at the bare minimum, I'm expecting at least 3 games. Some people, Maximilian was talking about this. He was saying that perhaps I think it was the guy that makes Guilty Gear. He might be working on a new project, but it's unknown of whether or not it's another Guilty Gear, a Blaze Blue, or like what it is exactly. Not Blaze Blue, but yeah, if it's another Guilty Gear or if it's a completely separate, brand new project or what. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about this because I always have my eye on Arc, because even though I'm not the best fighting game player, I do appreciate fighting games a lot, and I can't wait to see what kind of games they show up here. Honestly, it would be cool. Like, a lot of people are asking for Dragon Ball Fighters 2, but it's like I don't know how they could do a 2, because the first one felt so tight and good and they put in so many characters into that one. I don't know how they could make a sequel on top of it in a way that would feel like a real sequel and fulfilling, opposed to just releasing updates to the original. You know what I mean? But yeah, we are just waiting. Any minute now is going to kick off. But I think the coolest thing they could do is if they were like, here's One Piece, here's Bleach, here's like one of the big shonens, and they do Dragon Ball Z Fighters except for that anime instead. That would be super dope. Unfortunately, there's a Hunter x Hunter fighting game coming out. I haven't seen a lot on it, and what I have seen, it reminds me a lot of like a Naruto game where it's like a 3D arena where it's like it looks cool and it's fun to play, but it's not like a tight fighting game. You know what I mean? Like, it's not a virtual fighter or a Tekken. It's a very much, we're just playing this because we love the show and it's a fun game to play, not because it's got such in-depth fighting mechanics. At least that's what the Naruto games always hit me as. So if they did a tight, like, Dragon Ball Z Fighters style game for like any like big anime, that would be super sick. One for Yu Yu Hakusho would be so goddamn cool if they did that. But that is like, I couldn't even imagine if they did something like that. But like for Naruto, One Piece, Bleach, I could see if it's possible. And I think that would be cool. And honestly, I'd personally prefer that over a new Fighters, Dragon Ball Z Fighters game. Just because, like I said, Fighters was, from what I've played, it is one of the best fighting games ever, which is insane to say because I've played all the Dragon Ball Z games, and a lot of them are very much in the same vein as like the Naruto fighting games, where it's like, I'm a fan of the anime, and the fighting's fun, but it's miles away from being like a Tekken or a Street Fighter or a King of Fighters. Yeah, let's see. What do we got? Some people were asking for a Blaze Blue or a new Guilty Gear. I don't think they're going to do a Guilty Gear. I think the latest Guilty Gear is still like too new for them to come to a sequel. Are you kidding me? Brother and Christ. They do a whole countdown, then they do a live countdown, and now there's another countdown. Okay, well, let's hope that any of the commercials we see here, they will not repeat in this showcase. Alright, Guilty Gear. Guilty Gear is one that I do need to play. I played Blaze Blue a bit. I haven't gotten super deep into it, and Guilty Gear is one that I've always seen on the periphery, but I've never actually played one, though. But I really want to. Yeah, I wonder... Yeah, I'm trying to think. Have they ever made a non-fighting game? Because some of their games, it would be cool if they made like an RPG for Guilty Gear or for Blaze Blue or something. Okay, yep. I'm both happy but also tired of companies doing this. Like, I'm happy that they're making their old games super accessible, but I'm so tired of always seeing commercials for this from any legacy company. Except for maybe Nintendo. Nintendo I don't think does as many like commercials for it, because they have that like live Nintendo service. Like for Capcom and stuff, they always like they always are showing, look at what we're releasing again. Wow, okay, so they made sports game before. Yeah, I do not know a lot about Arc System Works history outside of Blaze Blue and Guilty Gear. Those are like exclusively the fighting games I know them for. So anything other than that, I don't really know. But I don't know, maybe Grand Blue Fantasy? Who made that? Was that Arc System Works as well? The fighting game? That I think might have been. Oh, hey, at least we're learning about some Arc System history here. Probably. That didn't help. XP quality. Subtitles. Oh, that's all that there is. There's only auto-generate chapters. Okay. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna keep it on just in case, like, when it switches over to English, I don't know if they'll have subtitles. Luckily, the Capcom presentation had subtitles automatically in it. That was nice. For an update for the Capcom stream that we've seen, it was, like, all the basic stuff. They showed a little bit of the new Resident Evil, showing how it's both third and first person. Unfortunately, I didn't catch if it was certain sections are that way. I took it as you could actively change the way you play the game of either first person or third, which I can't recall if the last two you could switch it. I know the last two were both first person at default, but I don't know if you could swap third person. I think you might be able to that came on in like later updates. So yeah, they showed that. They showed a bunch of Monster Hunter. They showed some new outfits and characters. Mainly new outfits coming to Street Fighter. Honestly, it was pretty bare bones. And just like exactly what I thought it was going to be. So it just kind of showed off some gameplay. Lightly of Resident Evil and a game I can't remember. The game with the little robot girl with the blonde hair and the like blue jacket. They showed gameplay for that, which looks cool, where you have to like multitask, like keeping enemies at range while hacking them simultaneously. So like when you're trying to like, I don't know, flip through your menu system while you're fighting something in Dark Souls, almost. It kind of gives that vibe where you like, you have to keep the enemy's range to hack them just to do damage to them with your like gun. Pretty cool. Aiming. See how it actually acts. I know nothing about, like I know of Guilty Gear and I've seen like some of the characters around, but I know nothing about like the actual story, lore, the characters. But I know of the main character, like I recognize them. Plus, you know, their kick-ass music. I can't even remember when the newest Guilty Gear came out. Was that last year or the year before that? Might have been 2 years. Honestly, Guilty Gear just hits me as a thing. Like when I watch trailers like that, it just hits me as like, here's a cool concept for a character. Does it fit in the world? No, not Guilty Gear. Is it a cool concept for a character? Great, let's do it. There's a person that rides something that kind of looks like a hover bike, but then it's also like a blunt weapon, but then also it breaks down to a sword, and then also someone starts hitting glowing blue. Oh shit, what? I did not notice that. There's a crossover with the Cyberpunk. What was it? Netrunner? Anime character? Cool. I did not know that they did that.
It begins. Another battle.
This is Double Dragon. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I forgot. They do Double Dragon. Holy shit, I forgot they do that. I thought that was Capcom.
Let's go. No time to waste.
Yeah, I remember vaguely them announcing a new Double Dragon. I do not remember any of this. I do not remember the trailer at all.
Let's end this!
Double Dragon Revive. Cool. Double Dragon, famous for being just like a beat-em-up style, an arcade beat-em-up. Oh my god, they're the people that are putting out the Hunter x Hunter game? I thought it was someone else that was. Because I saw it and it did not look that good. What the hell? Oh, let's see some gameplay here. Yeah, because I saw gameplay before and it looked choppy as hell. Dude, it is insane how good they're able to make their 3D models look. Like, that fake 2D. It is so insane. Action thing. Okay, yeah, see, this totally gives me the vibes of, like, a lot of Dragon Ball Z and a lot of Naruto games, where it's like, we're going through the main story, rather than it being, like, a unique story or just, like, a straight-up fighter game. Which I don't think there has been a Hunter x Hunter game that's come to the West. Nin Impact. Whoa, I did not realize that was them. I thought that was like some other company putting that out. Like the same company that put out the My Hero fighting games, which I think there's only 2, maybe 3, which like, my god, what a series to like fumble. I don't know who made them, but like I never heard anyone ever talk about the My Hero fighting games. Ever. And it's like, how? Like, and those came out during like the peak of like people loving that show. which was like crazy to me. I never heard anyone really talk about it much. Because again, they're like the basic anime fighter where they follow the, like I said a million times. Whenever I say like an anime fighting game, that's like the exact genre type thing I'm talking about. The Dragon Ball Fighters is the exception to like an anime fighter. Oh, here we go. Ooh, I saw some interesting artwork there. Showcase.
皆さんこんにちは。アークシステムワー
No,
クス
it's all the Japanese.
番
Brother
組
in
の進
Christ.
行を務めます望月由美子です。よろしくお
Okay,
願
they
いい
do
た
have
します。
subtitles. Yeah, they
こ
don't
の
have
番組で
Japanese.
は
They don't
ア
have
ーク
English
システム
subtitles
ワ
on
ーク
this.
スが開発や販売を行う新作タイトルの情報や今後の取り組みについてご紹介いたします。本日が初公開となるタイトルや情報もございますので、ぜひ最後までお見逃しなく。それでは早速ご紹介してまいります。まずはアークシステムワークスからお届けする
I'm looking up on my phone. Is there another Arc System Works
タイトルの
page
ご紹介です。
for English? Because this was the only one I found. Oh, there is one. There's an English broadcast one. Okay. Right. Hold on, guys. What the frick? It's not under live. What are you doing? Shit. Okay, it's got to be under another page then. Okay, hold on, guys. Where the frick is it? Oh, Arc System Works America. Frickin', alright.
Too. Take a look.
Alright, sorry guys, we missed the first game. Oh wait, no we didn't. Okay, here it is. Oh, okay, so the English version's like a few minutes behind. Oh, perfect then. Nice. Okay, this is super low. Alright. I did not realize, when I looked up Arc System Works earlier, the only one that came up was just the original, not Arc System Works America. I was thinking at the very least they'd have like English subtitles, but no, there's Arc System Works America, which for some reason isn't like the top 5 things that come up when I looked it up earlier. But now we know for the future. Dear me. Yeah, I really need to look into the different kinds of games Arc System Works.
Hello, I'm Maho Taguchi, the director of this game.
I'm Taisuke Kanasaki, the art director.
I'm Maho Taguchi, the director of this game.
I'm Taisuke Kanasaki, the art director.
First, I'd like to introduce a new title. Arc System Works presents Dear Me, I Was. This title is an interactive adventure coming this summer on Nintendo Switch 2. This title is a textless adventure game. It is designed for adult women, aiming to help you feel a bit more positive after playing.
In this title, we used a method called rotoscoping. We filmed live action footage first, then traced it and colored it. Since everything is hand-drawn, it was incredibly challenging. It was really tough.
Yes, it was.
Well, that's really
We
cool.
drew so much, so please take a look.
I love when people use like
Please look
different and
forward to its
creative art
release.
styles for
Hope you
games.
enjoy it.
Like recently what's been popping off for some games are
Ms. Taguchi and Mr. Kanasaki, thank you very much. Up next, introducing the latest title from the series that established the beat-em-up genre, Double Dragon Revive.
Hello. I'm
Stop motion.
Katsunori
Sorry, my
Ishikawa,
brain
the
was
development
dying.
producer.
There's been games
I'll be
coming out recently that are
introducing Double
trying to
Dragon Revive.
do the stop motion style.
First, please take a look
So
at this
getting
trailer.
someone to do like a rotoscope style, and then like Cuphead does like old school rubber hose style. Like, yes,
action game
love it.
that once drove arcades into a frenzy? Double Dragon Revive.
I don't know how I feel about it being in 3D though. Like they released one not too long ago that was like a very nice like 2D animation.
In a true modern beat 'em
And
up
honestly, I
action
kind of prefer
experience.
that.
This
There are
game
some
is
games that
set
I
in a
feel like
desolate world,
a
ravaged by
2D
nuclear
art
war.
style or a pixel art
To
style is
rescue
like
their
its
childhood
identity,
friend
and I think it would be
abducted by
best
the
if it just
gang
like
known as the Shadow
fine-tuned
Warriors.
that
The two
rather than
dragons
swapping over to
rise.
3D models.
An homage to arcade classics.
It's like it doesn't look
You can play
bad, it
stages
just looks
to
more
progress in this
generic.
battle-focused action game. Players can choose from 4 characters.
Oh, they have some
Repeated
pretty
button
distinct
presses
faces. Usually
perform
they're pretty
dynamic
generic looking.
combos to repel oncoming waves of enemies. You can grab enemies and pummel them, or throw them in your direction of choice. Slam them into groups of enemies, or even
Obviously,
send them
2D
flying
animation
up the
can be a lot
stage.
harder just because
Your attacks
you're
adapt to
animating 2D
different
figures
situations.
opposed to like
Near a
just
wall,
designing
you
the
can
3D
unleash a
model and then
series
just
of
being able to
strikes.
like rig it.
Smashing an opponent you've grabbed into the wall triggers a devastating follow-up. When you're surrounded, unleash a
Yeah,
powerful
ultimately it's like, you know,
hyper blow to
what
wipe
what are
enemies
you going
out in
for?
one
Just
fell
like being
swoop.
able to do a lot of things or
Aerial
just being able to do a
hyperblows gain
few things
different
really
properties
good?
depending on your current altitude. You've got a wide arsenal of attacks at your disposal. Find the best option for your current character and situation.
Or wait, no, it wasn't Double Dragon. Sorry, I was thinking Streets of Rage that came
Such
out
as knives
recently.
or bats
That was
throwing
animated.
grenades.
That's my
Swing them
bad.
as is.
Which is another very
Hit them
famous
to
beat 'em
knock
up.
down enemies from afar. The stages are packed with all kinds of gimmicks.
That's why I was confused of
Use
like why
the
they're
terrain
doing
and
this.
objects
That's
to
why
outwit your
Double Dragon
foes.
hasn't come out in a while. It was Streets
Some
of Rage
gimmicks
that
are
I was thinking
formidable
of.
enough to take down even the
Duh.
strongest enemies in a single blow. Each stage has unique gimmicks. Make the most of them. Whoa! An enemy's charging in, glowing blue. Time your attack just right, and you'll land a perfect counter. This is a critical assault. Landing one stuns the enemy, giving you the upper hand. Watch your foes closely to find an opening. Landing attacks on enemies builds up your Dragon Orb gauge. Use weapon attacks, stage gimmicks, or land a critical assault for bonus gauge boosts. Once it's charged up, you can unleash your finishing blow. Clear out nearby enemies and deal massive damage. And of course, no beat 'em up is complete without co-op play. This game features both online and offline co-op, of course. The gold standard that once defined an era is now reborn, revived. Double Dragon Revive.
Yeah, it did. But to be fair, Streets of Rage kind of brought this back. Like like the newest Streets of Rage, I think is like what, 4 years old already.
Pre-orders open now.
I feel like that game kind of like revitalized the beat 'em up genre, and a lot of other ones
was
came out
it?
after that.
In this game,
This is
we
kind of
aim
coming
at
out in the
including
midst
2D
of a
gameplay for
revival
new
that's already been
players,
happening for a few years.
as well as
Like the Power Rangers
classic
game, the Turtles in
entertainment
Time
of the
game,
beat 'em
all
up
those are like
genre.
beat 'em ups. I'd love to see if they brought the
We are
Simpsons
pouring our
one
full
back
effort into development
and just like
to
redid
ensure
the
our
animations
latest
for it
entry
for modern.
of
That'd be
this
sick as hell.
38-year-old series. Furthermore, if you pre-order now, you'll receive the pre-order exclusive game Double Dragon Dodgeball. Many of you might recognize this visual and game screen. Double Dragon Revive is scheduled for release on October 23rd, 2025. Pre-orders are now open for both digital and physical versions. Be sure to put in your pre-orders.
Alright, cool.
Thank you, Mr. Ishikawa. Next, we have a game from French game developer .mu, the new game genre of rogue 'em up, a combination of roguelike and beat 'em up. Absalom.
Oh, it is? Okay, sweet. It is cartoony style, 2D style.
皆さんこんにちは。このプロジェクトのプロデューサーのマイクです。 今回は英語も紹介しています。Hi, I'm Mike, producer and co-creative lead at Dotemu, the French studio and publisher behind multiple top sellers such as Streets of Rage 4 and TMNT Shredder's Revenge.
Yep.
Today, I'm thrilled to announce to you our brand new creation, Absalom, and to partner with Arc System Works to bring this game to all players across Asia. Co-developed with our longtime partner Guard Crush and brought to life by the talented animators at Supamonks, Absalom is our very first original IP. Playable solo or co-op,
Nice.
Absalom is
Heard
a
nothing
roguelike
but good
beat 'em
things
up,
from
mixing
both of
arcade
those
action combat and roguelike
games.
progression in the original world of Talam. All of this set on the stunning soundtrack from Gareth Cocker. We can't wait to show you more about this game coming later this year. Minasan, ijo desu keredomo, game wo tanoshimi kudasai.
Thank you, Mike. Next up, we've got two totally unreleased titles we are revealing today.
Yay!
Please take a look.
Okay, I just looked it up. It's the first time they're publishing with
Hello, everyone.
Arc System.
I'm Sohei Nikawa from Super Niche. Today, I've prepared a very special new title. First, please take a look at this. That was our brand new game, Demon's Night Fever. The concept of this game is to embrace being evil. This game lets you wildly enjoy all sorts of wickedness. There is a game I made in the past, which I am going to overcome with this game. Now, I will tell you the genre of this game, which is very, very long. Are you ready? Enemies, allies, kill, kill, kill. The more you die, the stronger you become. Raising speedrunning simulation RPG. Got it? I know you feel it's nonsense, and I feel the same when saying it myself. But that's how outrageous this game is. So, we hope you look forward to it. I haven't brought any game footage today, but the development is already in its final stage. And we're actually in crunch time. We're about to release an incomparable and extraordinary game. Please, get ready for it. Check it out.
Okay, that... We'll see, we'll see.
Hello, I'm Tomohito Oka, a producer at Taito Corporation. Today, I'm here to bring you information on the latest title in the Bubble Bobble series. Please take a look.
Hey, my weeble wobble. Bubble bobble. Have I heard of this? I don't think I've heard of this. Oh, those guys!
Series Bubble Bobble
Okay, yeah.
new game.
Okay, I know them. I just never remember the name of it. Bubble Bobble, yeah.
Sweet dungeon
Wow.
filled with sugary treats.
When was
Controls
the last
are
time they put
simple.
out a new
Blow
Bubble
bubbles
Bobble?
to catch bullies, and use your horns.
Because
and
literally
spikes
all I
to push
remember
the
is the
bubbles
arcade
and beat
version.
them. You can get
Like,
to high
quirts of
places
it.
by riding the bubbles. Good use of special bubbles can catch them all in one fell swoop.
Nice.
You don't have to defeat all your foes. If you pass through the donut, you will go to the next level. Go deep into the dungeon to find the treasure and bring it back with you.
Okay, this definitely looks like this is
Materials
probably
obtained
focused
from
more
the
towards
treasures have
children.
many uses, like being exchanged for items. You can level up the abilities of skill items and Bub's abilities too. Set items in skill slots to make use of special bubbles. Go further into the dungeon with a stronger Bub.
Unfortunately, it just looks
Each time you
very
enter a dungeon,
simplistic.
the stage layout and enemy placement will change.
But I feel
The
like
game
maybe if you
feels
played, it's
fresh every
probably a
time you
lot better.
play.
Kind of like if you were to
More
see
flips,
Mario.
More
It
power.
kind of looks a bit simplistic, like the
An
old school
all-new
Mario,
Bubble Bobble experience.
like Super Nintendo and stuff.
Bubble Bobble Sugar Dungeons will be available this winter.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that kind of reminds me of like Super Nintendo, like, oh my god, awesome. Mario Brothers. Super Mario World, I think?
One of the big features this time is the ever-changing dungeons. We developed this with the desire for you to play Bubble Bobble, always feeling excited and always captivated.
My skills have been powered up too. We have some new skills, as well as special bubbles from the past titles.
We have remade past,
They spent so much money on that
but
on that
you can
outfit.
enjoy exhilarating bubble action with new skills.
I hope everyone witnesses my great feats with their own hands. But Mr. Oka, there are still many big features, right?
That's right. However, due to time constraints, I'll talk about them another time.
Oh no! Just a little
Not the best to have two games
Well,
that are kind of
we've prepared a system that will make
I'm
Bub's
constrained.
adventure even more exciting.
great. I'm pretty excited too.
Arc System Works will publish in North America, Europe, and Asia. And Taito Corporation will publish in Japan.
Bubble Bubble Sugar Dungeons. Please keep an eye out for further information. See you next time.
Alright. Hope that goes well. I mean, yeah, it looks like an old school Super Nintendo Mario game. Almost.
We can't take our eyes off of either of these new titles. Please look forward to their further updates. Next up, the popular Japanese anime has its first full-blown fighting game, Hunter x Hunter Nen Impact.
Really? I thought there was a PS2.
The
Game.
first full-blown fighting game from the Hunter x Hunter series, Hunter x Hunter Nen Impact. 3 versus 3 Nen ability team battles, recreating the world of Hunter x Hunter. Enjoy the thrilling rush combos using the rush button. Unleash aura arts from your aura gauge. Gather collectibles that will definitely satisfy all the fans. Aim for 100% completion. Single player mode contains a variety of modes. In story mode, you can enjoy watching iconic scenes from Hunter x Hunter. Smooth online battles featuring rollback netcode.
Okay, do you guys really need to say rollback netcode though? I mean, like at this point, almost every fighting game that comes out has rollback netcode. It feels like that's kind of just the default now, so
A total of 60
I don't know. It feels
characters
weird when
join
you
the
hear it
fight.
like every single
Pick your
time. It's
other
like, do you
team
need to
and
say it
claim
though?
victory.
Because that should just be the default. If it doesn't have rollback netcode, you should probably say, shame them into better netcode. It's not really the volleyball guy got in on this.
Hunter x Hunter Nen Impact.
Okay. I don't know. Something about it feels cheap, though. I can't put my finger on it. I think maybe the models look a little more off than like the Dragon Ball Z
Hunter x
ones they
Hunter
did.
Nen Impact will be released on PlayStation 5.
Yeah, that's a
Nintendo
surprise
Switch,
that they're the
and
ones that's
Steam
releasing that.
on
I
July
thought another company
17th,
was working on that.
2025. Up next, latest information from the genre of fantasy
Fantasy
light
light
novel type, stylish action fighting. Under Night in Birth 2, Sis Salis.
What the hell? I do not know anything about this.
アンダーナイトインバース2シスターセレス
Under Night. Now on sale. Is that the first game?
Hello, everyone. I'm Kamone Serizawa from French Bread. Thank you all for always playing Under Night in Birth 2, Sis Salis.
Oh, it is the second one. Okay, I need to look up the first one.
Today, I'm here to bring you the latest information on Izumi, our new DLC character. She is currently under intense development, but a pre-release demo for Izumi will be available at Anime Expo, held in Los Angeles, USA, starting July 3rd. Please give Izumi a try if you attend the event. Also, in August, we'll have EVO 2025, the world's largest fighting game festival held
Evo,
in
not
Las
Avo,
Vegas,
bud.
USA. Under Night in Birth 2, Sis Celis has been selected as a main title this year, and it is one of the qualifying tournaments for the ongoing ARC World Tour 2025-2026, so I hope you register for it. That's all. Akamane Serizawa of French Bread.
Yeah, I do not remember seeing the first one at all. Wow. Like, went way under my radar.
Thank you, Mr. Kamone. And now, this will be our last announcement of today. A brand new project brought by Arc System Works. Please take a look.
Oh, it came out in 2012. No wonder I don't remember it. Jesus.
Daisuke Ishiwatari, Chief Creative Officer of Arc System
Home
Works.
consoles in 2017.
market
Or,
is
2014.
To overcome that, Arc System Works has launched a new project. It's an action game project.
Ooh,
You know what? Let me explain.
hell yeah.
Arc System Works is a fighting game company. I'm sure most of you recognize us as so. However, to achieve a new brand where we are known for quality mid-range action games, we decided to establish a new pillar outside of fighting games.
Yeah.
You might be wondering why I specifically use the term mid-range. There are many reasons, but one is that even creators themselves can enjoy striving for their dreams. In recent years, with AAA blockbusters and excellent indie titles gaining popularity, it has become extremely risky for companies to create new series. This has led to dwindling opportunities for young creators to have their own projects. We feel the need to focus our efforts towards the future a decade from now, such as to build stable development schemes and to accumulate technology and know-how. Our flagship title, Guilty Gear, has now become a million-selling copy work. But its very first installment was a small-scale project. From there, over many long years, we built a foundation that could guarantee a certain level of quality in the fighting games genre. Similarly, we hope to take a step with this project that will eventually lead to bigger dreams. And precisely because they are mid-range titles, this will create many opportunities to produce many titles and cultivate many creators, and we hope that will become one of the future values of Arc System Works.
Okay, cool.
It was a long introduction, but I was able to bring some development footage from the first work of this project. So, I'd like to share it with you at the end. The title is Damon and Baby.
Kind of a bullet hell almost at times, it looks like. Okay, that's a very different looking game. Personally not super excited about it, but we'll be interested to see.
Keep an eye out for
how that
Arc
goes.
System Works' new projects.
But yeah, totally down for them expanding out into like different genres outside of fighting games.
Exciting. Arc System Works Showcase. We've introduced brand new titles and latest updates for various games today. But now, it's time to say goodbye. Hope you found a title that resonated with you. You can bet we will continue to develop games every day that users can enjoy. So please look forward to our future updates and information. Well, see you next time!
All right. Well, let's go over that. One, a little surprised they didn't like re-show a trailer for Marvel. Like that's a surprise that they didn't re-show that at the very least. Yeah, it looks like they're publishing yeah, it looks like they're publishing for other companies quite a bit more now. That's cool. I don't know how much publishing they've done in the past for other companies. I know that they themselves, some of the games they work on get published by other companies. Just because like IP and stuff involved. Uh, Honestly, it was a bit underwhelming, although I am very excited. The Demon and Baby game does not look like my cup of tea, but I'm happy they're expanding out of just fighting game genre, and I can't wait to see what other projects they end up bringing to the table for that. And yeah, it was okay. It was okay. Like some of the games I am looking forward to, uh, like the Under Night game. That looks pretty cool. I want to look into the first one since apparently the second one's out already. Uh, yeah, it's crazy. Never really heard of that, and it's crazy got a sequel so many like almost a decade later. And then the other demon game. What was it? Hold on, let's see if we could scrub back through it. Demon Night Fever.
That was our brand new game.
Yeah, Demon Night Fever. I am interested in this to see what the heck this is. I think it was a kind of a bad idea to have Demon Night Fever and then the next game kind of both be like, oh, we're in like the middle of crunch right now, so we don't have a lot to show you. I feel like maybe you could have held off on doing this then, like a little bit later, or like give them time to like put together a proper trailer with like or like show off some gameplay or something. But yeah, this Demon Night Fever, this one I'm definitely interested in. Double Dragon looked pretty interesting. Nice models. This French game looked pretty sweet. I'm not super into beat 'em ups because I'm just generally like I'll play it once and then I'll be done once I like complete it, and there's not much replayability for me. And then yeah, the Hunter x Hunter game, like I said, there's something about it that just looks off to me and like cheap. Even though it's like from the same people that does Dragon Ball Fighter, so hopefully it will be on that level in terms of actual gameplay and feel that good. But yeah, I'd say like 2, 3 things that I'm like super interested in here. But for the most part, there just really wasn't a lot of offerings. I don't know. It feels weird because obviously they're trying to grow their brand, which like good for them. And like they said, they're like expanding with Demon and Baby and trying to do a different genre, which I'm 100% down for. But yeah, I don't know. It just kind of feels like this would have been a showcase that is like one of like the 5 showcases on at Summer Games Fest, you know? Instead of it being its own thing later on. I don't know. I feel like they didn't really have too much. And then like the Bubble Bobble. Like I said, it looks like a Super Mario game almost. But to be fair, I'm being generous saying that because a lot of the gameplay they showed, the like areas in the gameplay looked pretty empty. Let's see if we can. Yeah, like here it kind of reminds me. It looks cheap. I don't know. It feels like if you did with sprites and like 2D pixel graphics, it would make sense. But here it just looks like we have 2 assets here and we're just going to repeat them all the way around. And then we have 1 asset here and we're just going to make it here. I don't know. It feels like they're being cheap with their design, with like with the actual graphics, like having these be strawberries. Like why? Like I don't understand that. The background just seems like it makes sense.
More quests.
Okay, so there are different backgrounds, and obviously the theme is like chocolates and candy and foodstuffs. But like, look at this. This feels like a phone game. because there's the hard walls on both sides. It doesn't feel like oh, that's what it is. That's what it is. It feels like a Mario game, but instead of it being like you run the whole length of the game, it's just like individual tiny rooms that you have to solve a puzzle in that one room. And then like pop over to another room. Like this portal's to here, and then you like unlock here from getting a key over here or something. I don't know. It just feels cheap. I can't put my finger on it other than like the art that they're doing, like the tiling. Like it feels like a pixel game, but for some reason they did it in 3D, which just makes like the repeating chocolate tiles seem cheap or something. Like it unfortunately it is not
More
not
power.
vibing with me. Although, like I said, it looks like it's probably geared more towards children, which, like, kids need games. Not everything can be fucking Dark Souls, Um, yeah. Honestly, I'd say a little underwhelming. Uh, I'd say that probably the most Arc System E game that they had here was the Hunter game. And yeah, that one just looks off to me. Like even some of the models don't look quite right at like in like some of the animations where it's like how? I don't understand. Like the Dragon Ball Z one nailed it so hard, and then you look at the Hunter x Hunter one and it's like why does that guy look kind of weird? It's like what happened there? I don't know. I feel like they might have a different team working on the Hunter x Hunter one, but I hope it's good. I hope the combat's solid and they still have time to like fix up some of the graphics and stuff, hopefully. And I think it's maybe just some of the line work or some of the shaders that might need to be fixed up. um but yeah, honestly, a little disappointing. I don't know what I was fully expecting. I was thinking they were going to be revealing their next big fighter, which I don't know, maybe Hunter x Hunter will be, but it does not. I am not super confident in that yet. But yeah, that is it for the Arc System Works showcase. And now that I know that they have the American branch, which makes sense, uh, any future ones we will watch on there. But yeah, I think this is the first Arc System Works showcase I've ever watched. So I don't even know if this is like on par with other ones they've done, or if this one was kind of bad. I don't know, because it just kind of felt like since they're doing a lot of publishing, it was just kind of like, here's a bunch of games for publishing, and then here's the game that we're actually working on. you know? Because I was here because I was thinking that they were going to be showing off the games that they were working on, not just the ones that they were publishing. But yeah, that is it for today, unfortunately. Wish I could have left it on a bit of a higher note, but hey, hope it all goes good. Hope the Demon and Baby game goes good and we can get like, dude, how awesome would it be if we got like a character action game from Arc System Works? That would be sick. Or just a straight up RPG. Although I feel like doing like a turn-based RPG would kind of ruin it because it's like it's Arc System Works. They're known for fighting. It's got to be like an action game. Um, but yeah, that is it for today. Like always, links down below for my Blue Sky, my Twitter, as well as links over my YouTube channel where all my previous streams are uploaded and archived over there. And yeah, that's it for today. Tomorrow we're going to be continuing with some more Bomb Rush Cyberpunk, which has been a really fun game. And then this weekend, we're going to hop back into Marvel Spider-Man, which is the Spider-Man put out by Insomniac. We are replaying through the first two games, or Spider-Man 1, Miles Morales, and then playing Spider-Man 2, which will be our first time through that, which I'm super excited for. And yeah, that is it for today. See ya.